Mike Davis is the former law clerk to Justice Neil Gorsuch. Scott Walker, former Wisconsin governor. Gentlemen, welcome, and thank you very much for coming on. Just fascinating the fact that at this point, we do not know if the former president will be indicted or when he might be. We're just going based off that Truth Social alert that Trump had said he expected to be arrested on Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. He has not yet been arrested. Mike, in your opinion, what do you make of what's happening so far and your thoughts on how really it's Donald Trump who's the only one who's publicly spoken on the status of this case?
This is clearly a political prosecution by George Soros, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg. Alvin Bragg has made it his political mission to indict Trump. He has two pinned tweets, one on the Manhattan DEA's office and one on his personal Twitter. Both of them are attacking Trump. This is purely political. This is a bogus, trumped up legal theory that they're using. They're essentially turning Trump's payment of a nuisance settlement based upon a bogus claim. They're trying to transform that into a felony campaign finance violation. Even the liberal New York Times threw shade on this legal theory. This is going to backfire badly on Democrats. It's unifying the Republican Party. You're seeing a lot of people who aren't Trump fans coming out and defending him. Trump's poll numbers will go up. And if they indict Trump, they're going to guarantee he wins back the White House in 2024.
Interesting point brings me to my next question. A man who knows a lot about winning elections is Governor Walker. Governor, I want you to take a look at this Politico headline. And here's what it says. Why an indictment may help Trump and threaten the GOP. They write, for the duration of the Trump era, Trump has sought to turn one seemingly disqualifying scandal after another into his benefit, unquote. But that brings you to the question of what this could do. He obviously is seeking his, again, third run here for president of the United States. Is there a possibility this does help him?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. This will go down as the biggest mistake I think Democrats have made in American political history. This will totally backfire on them. We saw what happened when they weaponized a federal agency to go into Mar-a-Lago, even more so after the public learned that Joe Biden had in his own garage some classified documents. But people saw it for what it was. It was politicizing, weaponizing a federal agency. And I think it's exactly right that people can see this through as well. This district attorney a year ago talked about decriminalizing a whole bunch of acts. So that's part of a complaint about things in New York. And yet he's elevating the issue here. I think people see what it is. It's exactly right. George Soros funds this guy and others like him across the country. They don't prosecute real threats to public safety. And yet he's got the time and the money and the effort to go after the former president of the United States. I think it backfires. We saw double-digit increases in his polls after Mar-a-Lago. I think you'll see the same thing here as well.
And to your point, Governor, there has been a political analyst weighing in saying, yeah, this could really help in the primary. But a big question is, what about the general, right? Could this impact those undecided, those independent voters? How might this potential indictment weigh on them? Just want to play this soundbite. Joe Scarborough, host of Morning Joe, said this about the pending indictment, and then we'll get Mike's thoughts. Here's this.
Donald Trump gets more support from the Republicans because Republicans just love losing. They just love losing. I've decided I'm going to stop trying to reason with them. They just love losing. And if you love losing, just keep on losing. But they're going to put themselves in a position where they're hurt more in the general election by rallying around an indicted guy. If he's indicted 2 or 3 times, and the more he's indicted, the more fervor they have for him, the more they declare war against the rule of law, the bigger they lose. Well, it's just that simple. It's just that simple, for God's sake.
Mike, your read on that analysis?
I didn't realize MSNBC was still on the air, so that's good to know. But you have to look at, remember, the Manhattan DA's office declined to prosecute this case. So did the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office. Alvin Bragg is rolling out these charges. Maybe they're trying to distract from the House Oversight Committee exposing the Chinese payments to the Biden family. This is going to backfire. And what's so clownish about this prosecution is it undermines the other Democrat potential prosecutions against Trump, including Fulton County, Georgia, and Special Counsel Jack Smith. All of them are bogus cases against President Trump, but this Alvin Bragg one is the most clownish, and so it's going to undermine all of them.
All right, we'll continue to follow that. Mike Davis weighing in. Governor Scott Walker, thank you so much, former governor of Wisconsin. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.